There's that. All parked up nice. Even clean, unlike the first plow I parked. It's fine. It won't hurt nothing. Alright. So if we're gonna go log in real quick. Speaking of logging. Oh, there's Tomcat. Oh, man. Every hot air balloon I see is Tomcat, by the way. Just for the record. I think even like IRL. It's always Tomcat. Only be a few carrots. Shoot. Be a lot of carrots. It's 4.4 mil. You only have 4.2. Wow. That's a big field. That's all I know. All right, let's go up to the logging lands and just see what's up there. Because I think, well, once we fast time another day or so, kind of thinking all of our building sites will be ready for, well, either they need stuff now from the sawmill, or they'll be ready in a day for sawmill stuff. So we will have to do some more of that. So this is the part of the field that was plowed out, everything that doesn't have like weeds on it. And you can't see it because it's foggy, but I swear it's here. So I don't think the field will get any bigger, at least on this end. If anything, we need to come on this hill here and plant trees. At some point, get rid of the shrubbery and plant trees. Because, yes, there's a lot of trees on this hill still, but they're kind of annoying to cut down, honestly. Because they're very slow. And honestly, I don't know if we own, like, those trees. Because this is over here on, like, the rope thing. For the playground. So, like, this tree... I guess we do own it. Like I said, there's plenty of trees here, but they are very slow and very annoying to cut down. Which actually we had a bunch of these cut down on that other save, so we had to restart. But they're just kind of annoying up here. So I don't know. Trent, what do you think about buying some land? Maybe, maybe not.
693.
193. Yeah,
to save a little bit more money and get 88.
88. Oh, yeah, but I need trees. I need trees. Honestly, 206. I think, honestly, 206 is probably the play. That'll keep us busy for a while. There's a ton of trees there. Now, granted, we don't want to cut all the way to the edge of the map. Leave a few. But then we could expand 69 to the west. And then eventually field 60 to the west. And maybe a little to the south there to square it up nice. So Chad is $1.5 million. Or is this when I go up north and I start working on those fields to try to get 94 and 95 plowed together? Go up there with the harvester and harvest out what I can? Maybe we should do that, chat. Or just spend $1.5 million. Wouldn't hurt my feelings. Just saying. Oh, we'll make the money back off trees. I'm not worried about that at all. Honestly, what did we pay for this plot? We paid basically 400,000. We definitely made that back already off this piece. Plus, now we get to farm a bunch of it. You know, same thing if we come down here to, like I said, 206. Think how far we could expand this field over. Now, you don't want to go all the way to the edge of the map, obviously, but we could expand 60. 60 is already 114 acres. It is 2.8 million dollars, but I think we just do it. We send it yellow. The fields up there, the trees up north, a lot of them are not tree harvester able, if that makes sense. So yeah, they're not very good for tree harvesting. So let's go. And that is adjacent to land we already own, obviously. So we're good to go as far as that's concerned. So let's drive truck down there, and then we'll get the processor and chop a few trees out. I think a lot of those up north are either going to be cut down a whole tree and put it on the trailer, or lumberjack, because there are a lot of crooked, annoying trees up north. So, whereas like a whole bunch of these are nice, we can cut down a bunch of these, and all these down here will be loggable trees, you know. So yeah, this might take a minute, huh? Probably should go get Dan's. Will this fit on Dan's trailer? By the time I drive Dan's truck and trailer all the way over here. I think we'll just drive it. I could just pick it up and carry it. Oh man. And really the money is kind of the side effect of doing logging and running the sawmill. We're really in it to make the products, which in turn turn into a whole bunch of money. So, but that's not really the focus, I would say, of doing logging right now. It's more about making the products to build the buildables. So yeah. That's thanks for the stream streak. How's it going? I'm not cool enough. I don't do that. Tomcat, I don't have fly. I don't do fly, and I don't do super speed. But I can just, I could jump out, pick it up, and run with it. Like regular run speed. Which is probably faster than like 4 or 5 miles an hour, so. Just throwing that out there. That's okay. We're only trying to go across, one big field, not like across the entire map, If I was going to go up north with it, I would definitely trailer it. But since we're literally going to go to the end of 68 here, or 69, sorry. Or 68. No, that is 69. 69. So, we'll be okay. And the other thing about money on here, like, I'm not really concerned about our finances, because as long as we keep our water buffalo happy, we basically are printing money at this point on this map. So, not worried about money, to be honest. Length header. You talking regular like Draper or for corn? The answer's different. So grain head. So we use the Macdon pack. We're running the Macdon pack, and if you have the CR11 or the AF11, you can run the 261 here, which is 61 feet. If you're running the John Deere, you have to go with something a little bit shorter. I don't, the 55 might work. The 50 is probably better. But yeah, we run the 61s on the New Holland and the case. Get her done, you know? So yeah. We're not selling any buffalo, no. Our barns are full, and that's how we leave when we sell the milk. It's huge. The JD, the auger's too short. CR11 or a AF11. We have one New Holland in one case. Yeah, the John Deere, the auger's too short. So. Now, we could sell our buffalo, right? Okay. But personally, my OCD really likes to just see one thing in here when I go for this cow barn. If we were to sell, say we put this cow barn, we go to 250. Every time they breed, that would put us at the 500 mark. And then after, basically before they breed again, we'd want to sell off the young ones, right? But you'll have, you'd only have like 2 in here. It just annoys me. So whenever I have animals, I like to just buy the max for whatever. Yeah, that kind of annoys me, but whatever. I like to buy the maximum for whatever that building can hold, and then that's it. There is a mod in the mod hub, which we don't have anymore, that would take the extra animals. They're still kind of breed. So there is a mod in the mod hub that would sell off those extra animals, but they're really not worth anything like at day 0. They're worth money once they grow up a little bit, so we're not losing out on much money. Plus, it just looks a lot better, so. Yeah. Sucks you're a JD guy on your farm. Yeah. Yep. Alright, so this thing, okay, this thing's already set up. Alright, chat, I have not really run this thing. I'm probably not going to run it correct. But we're going to run it the way I run the excavator. So instead of turning the cab all the time, we're just going to, you know. Big Mert, that is very valid. Yes, sir. Open grapple is V. Okay, and then I hit, okay. Wait, how do I, helps if I hit the right button, strap the right order, okay. Alright. So, it's tree cutting time. So in that case, Big Mert, we would probably have to go to the 4 buildings instead of the 2. Which that was the initial goal, was to go with 4. But I've decided that 2 is enough for me. So yeah, 2 is it's enough to keep up with right now, so we're just gonna stay with that. Back car, what's going on next to the stream street? So I don't really want to cut a ton of trees, but we need to cut enough to get enough sawmill stuff to keep working on things. So we'll cut trees for a little bit here. I don't want to cut trees all day, chat, but I will cut a few. I cut that one way too high, chat. Whoopsie. That's okay. You can do the 360 no scope still. That's good. Now, I will say, if I had like joysticks and stuff set up, I would run this more correct for the way you're actually supposed to run these, but you know, I ain't got that set up, so we're gonna run it how I want to run it, you know. Just saying. No, we do not run modded combines. We have 0 modded combines on here. Zip, zero, nada. So, yeah. So there's an extra button we have to push every time. That's interesting. Opens that that grapple. This one is kind of cool because you hold the tree vertical before you. So it's probably easier to, like, if you have really dense planted trees, because you can just back up with the whole tree or pivot with the whole tree or whatever, instead of it falling over and getting tangled. You can kind of go from there. So I think it's pretty cool. I still like my excavator. I was really getting in the groove with that thing the other day. I was having fun with that. We'll probably have to get one at some point. Right. But for right now, this is what we have, so this is what I shall use. Problem is, we need to actually cut down like a ton of trees. But that's all right. Don't fall that way. That's not how that was supposed to fall. Pillow. It happens. I guess we can expand this field out a little bit too. Eventually. Probably will end up doing that at some point. Timber. There's something fun about knocking over trees. Just saying. What a beautiful pile we have going here too, Chad, huh? Beautiful. Clark. Or something like that. Yeah, okay, I'm cutting them all way too high with this thing. Yeah, that's a me problem. I gotta work on that one. Missing out on a decent amount of lumber by cutting them all way too high. It's kind of funny, actually. What tractor are you using, Ryan? That's the question. It's because it's articulated. What's my 3 favorite maps on 25? Riverbend Springs, which is like a Giants map. Alma, Missouri, which that was the one we played on 22 as well. Great map. And either this one, which is Riverbend Springs 4X, so it's Riverbend Springs made into a 4X, or I really like Judith Plains, Montana, although it needs an update in the worst way. In fairness, I've only played like 5 maps, so I don't play a lot of different maps. I'm not really the guy to ask about maps. Because I don't really play a lot of different maps. I kind of play one until I'm done, and then I go find a new one. I'm not the guy chasing a bunch of different maps and stuff. I don't do that. Not that there's anything wrong with people that do that, but not for me. So yeah. It's the Ryan 2 tracks and articulated tractors don't work the best when it comes to auto drive for unloading tippers. They get the case of the wiggles. So playing Iowa and you like it? Gotcha. Yeah, I just don't play a lot of different maps. Part of it is like, ooh, something shiny, and then I move on, and it's like, but I want to finish that map. So I tend to like to stay on the map till I'm like done, and then I go find a new one. So yeah. Now that doesn't mean I don't have a new one in mind before I'm done with the map. I don't right now, obviously. I'm playing this one. I'm here, so I'm not planning on changing it anytime soon, to be honest. So not planning on changing, chat. Anytime soon, honestly. Now, the one really cool thing about this tree processor is it keeps the, we'll say the cab, it keeps it level. The tracks adjust. So that is kind of a cool feature of this thing. So it keeps you nice and level. Not that it, yeah, it's just kind of neat the way that actually works. So that part's cool. I do like that part of this processor. Just stay nice and level. I feel like in real life I would really like that because equipment on hills kind of freaks me out sometimes. Or like anything on a hill. Kind of freaks me out. Now, having said that, I'll drive up the hill in my backyard with a zero turn, no problem. But that's also because I've been doing that for like a lot of years. So that one doesn't bother me. But if I have to like go on a hill I don't know, it's just like a grape harvester. Yes, it is. It's pretty much identical to a grape harvester. You could probably use this to harvest grapes, honestly, if you wanted to. Trent, you parked that cedar?
Long time ago, yeah.
Oh, we gotta seed some barley. Need some barley. I didn't realize you were done with the alfalfa. Or you can come cut some trees down. I know it's your favorite pastime. Or something like that. Alright, you're gonna have to teach me today, by the way. Where in Easy Dev is it to delete the stumps? Because I'm assuming it's easy to find, but it's one of those things that I couldn't find. So where is this? Trent. I feel like it should be easy to find. I don't know. I'm gonna assume it's in here. I'm probably gonna assume wrong. Do I have to log into this thing?
Yep.
Okay, how do I log in?
On the lock.
The what?
The lock.
On the lock. Okay. Now what?
You go to the
like
box.
literally spacebar to log in. Okay, I'm logged in. Okay, now where's that?
Go to the box.
What box? Oh, this box? Okay, I'm in the box. I'm in the box. What do I do now?
What's the top part of a tree?
The top part of a tree. What do you mean by
Oh,
that?
yeah. What do you put in your log trailer?
What do you put in your log trailer?
Yeah, you're looking right at it.
Why am I lost right now? Is there not something to remove all stumps?
There is. You're looking right at it.
I don't see it. That's the problem. Add log. I don't want to do that, right?
No, keep going down the same column.
The same column. Oh, remove. Is there a stump like that?
Yeah. Now click check mark.
Did I do it? Oh my god, I did it. All right, cool. All right, that's not that hard to find. Okay, thanks, Trent. Chad, I know how to use EasyDev now. I'm a real boy. I'll probably have to ask him to teach me that again. So we're fine. I just lost like all Wi-Fi in my house apparently. Just saying. Even my chat was just sitting and spinning, like reloading. We're still here, right, chat? You guys, hello? I think like internet just hiccuped or something. It's probably because it saw me cheating with EasyDev. All right, still here. All right, cool. Thank you. I don't know what that was. My chat just like had the little welcome thing and just had a spinny wheel. And like all my cameras stopped working too. So I don't know what's wow, Lord. Wow. I don't know what's going on with that, but all good. It's all good. Right. So chat, what do you think? We cut down trees for I don't even know. I don't really want to cut down trees all day. To be completely honest. Just saying. There are a lot of nice trees in here, though. But there's a few. There's a lot more over there, I feel like. Real nice trees. So. In here, the small trees got to go to. So, yeah. They all got to go. It's like a sale at a used car lot. Everything must go. Sunday. There's something like that. Right. Tell you what though, this thing isn't I know I'm not running it right, chat, but like it's not bad so far. Not bad at all. Yeah, if you use a conventional style tractor, it should. So everything gets a little wiggly on auto drive running next to a combine, Ryan, but a conventional style tractor, you don't notice it as much. The 2 tracks used to work real good back in the day on like 22. I'm not a fan of them on 25. I don't think they work well. If you're pulling a big cart and you need a big tractor, the big Kloss tractor works fairly well because it doesn't articulate. It has 4-track steering. So that one's not bad. We've used that one a lot in the past. Alma. We had a bunch of big carts on Alma. We used that. But yeah, as far as like using a quad or a big John Deere, yeah, they get the wiggles. Now, the new John Deere doesn't seem as bad. It still does it, but it actually works fairly well. So. The row of silos your tractor stops. I have not messed with that. Which one are you trying to get to? Okay, which one are you trying to get to? No problem, man. No problem. Was there an update by Giants today? I don't think so. There's an update for this map, though, yes. TMR and Compost. So, most of the time when I'm trying to get to... So, when I'm trying to get to the TMR to, like, put ingredients in, I actually set it for the fermenting silo. But that's weird. It's stopping and not going down the line. I have not had that issue. So I don't know what to tell you on that one. We pretty much only, well, right now we're only using the TMR. It stops at the beginning of all the silos. Huh. That's kind of odd. Does it fire itself or does it just stop there and stay on auto drive? Either way, that shouldn't matter, actually. No. What was the Twitter post, by the way? Is there a Twitter post from Giants? Because as far as I know, there hasn't been a game update today. I hope not. Just stops and stays on auto drive. Huh. That's interesting. You could always delete the ones that you're not using. Which may help. So if you had like the pig food maker, if you're never going to use it, just go in there, delete the point, and then just connect it with, you know, without it. That might help. I don't know. That was last week. Yeah, the free content update was last Tuesday, not today. We got a sweet new tractor. So, yeah. We got a sweet new tractor. New sprayer, too. We had a tractor issue, had this issue. Interesting. Oh, that's what Trent was talking about, the breaking news for the Switch, yeah. Yeah, for the Switch 2 edition or something of Farm Sim. I say the content update we got on PC and console was last week. Last week we got this little John Deere 9RX. We got the new one. Up to, what is it, 913 horsepower. Actually pretty solid so far. They also upped the case. You can get that up to 853 now. And you can get it in the Steiger green, which is pretty cool. They also added, and this is all last week, by the way. They also added this case sprayer, which is actually really nice. We use it. It's good. And I think that's all they added. I think that's all they did. Mo Cowgirl, yeah, try a different tractor. If that doesn't work, I'll literally go over there and show you that it, maybe I did change something. I don't think I did though. Because we were using the silage maker like crazy there, and We've been doing that since like day one on here, so. But I can go over there and look at what we got here in a second. Try a different tractor real quick. If that doesn't work, let me know. I'll go over there and take a look at it. And just see what's up with it. I don't mind taking a second to look at it, you know? Do not mind. So yeah. I really, the case is fine. I don't have, like, the sprayer's good. The updated quad's good. But I've really been liking that deer so far. Haven't tried the quad on some of the stuff, but like been trying the deer on like the big grain cart and the big cedar from the Plains and Prairie pack, and it pulls that sucker like a dream. Like even on 68, 69 here, turning uphill on the ends with the cedar still lowered and turned on, you don't lose any speed. Like it's kind of amazing, honestly. Kind of amazing. So yeah, now the big cart, when you get it full, you definitely lose some speed. That's fine. You want the case tractor, but it would make no sense on your current farm size. Yeah. I could see that, Big Mert. I could see that. All right, chat. We're going to cut down a couple more here. I'm going to cherry pick out a couple of these big ones, and then we'll go on to hauling. Or something like that. Easy there, bud. No. I want to stump is the problem. Alright. Come on. These tracked machines and stumps don't really get along. For the record. Change tractor. And it stopped at the yellow right before the line. Okay. Okay, girl, we'll go over and check it out here in a second. I guess you could pull your 4-meter cultivator with it. Dear God, I would hope so. 4-meter cultivator with that tractor? Yeah, I would think so. Just saying. All right, one more tree. One more tree, chat. Actually, you know what? There is something I need to do in that line. I need to haul digestate out of it, I believe. So we can get a tractor working on that. Alright, there we go. Last tree for now, chat. The last tree. That's a one-way. It's a secondary route is what it is. One-way secondary. Is what that should be through there anyway. That's weird, though, that it's stopping, yeah. Doesn't make sense. To be perfectly honest. Alright, chat, let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do that. It's like I know what I'm doing now. It's kind of wild. Let's set this guy up, chat, shall we? Just go check this out. This trailer will move the digestate. I don't know where we're gonna sell it, but we'll figure that out. You betcha. So this guy normally hauls slurry from the cows to storage, but we can also take him over and turn him loose over here, or at least look at the auto drive. You betcha. I don't know how that barge can see. I hope he's got GPS or something. Jeez. It's so foggy out there. Oh, man. It's kind of funny, actually. kind of funny. Yeah, we'll zip over and take a look at this because that is odd. Yeah, because we haven't. Like I said, we use it all the time. So. What is that? Tractor height? I guess. I normally don't run them up in the air, but we can. I guess. Oh, man. You know I don't, yeah. Ah, they're in your face. Oh, my. Hello. I didn't even know he was here. He was stepped away. Now, I will say from the config that we put out to this...
stepped away.
Oh, okay. From the config that we put out to this config, this is all different right here. But I don't know that this is different going into here. So I do still have this as a secondary route because I don't really want stuff going in here unless it needs to. You know what? I probably have changed this a little bit. Basically they both go to that point and then they split out left, right. But yeah. So what you're saying is he stops at like this one here? This dot? Yeah, that's kind of weird. He shouldn't stop at that dot. Yeah. So here's what I would actually do. I would delete it and then reconnect it. Use your scroll wheel and reconnect it and just see if that fixes it. So, you know, alt left click to delete and then put it back in and just see if that helps you at all. It might not. I don't for 100% sure know if it will, but what am I looking for here, chat? Oh, actually, I was going to move digestate. There is no digestate. I guess Dan took care of that last night. We were talking about this yesterday, so I guess Dan took care of it, but I'll show you that it drives down here. You have exactly the same issue with the one on your map. That's weird. There. So all I did was delete that and replaced it.
Yeah, I've never run into that issue.
Yeah. That's weird. Stops tractor from both sides. That's crazy. Oh, this guy's gonna go repair himself first, so he's not gonna go down that route first, but stand by, it'll come back. Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, we haven't had that issue. That's really odd. It's not a two-way route, and yeah, I don't know why it would be not working for y'all. That is very, very strange, chat. Alright, let me go back. I'm running around this way because the way I have this plumbed right now, it takes kind of a few minutes to get back, so we'll just jump ahead here.
Good old USPS.
Oh, yeah?
No, the secret lab. I got a chair cover for my chair, so I don't.
That's right.
I can prolong my chair.
That, yeah. All right, so it's not gonna.
From like Knoxville, Tennessee to like Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
And I went from there to St. Louis. I went from St. Louis to the town that I usually get groceries from, which hour and a half away.
Oh wow!
And then I went from Kansas. Then I went to Kansas City.
What?
Explain how that makes sense.
It doesn't make sense at all.
To make it even better, I had no shipping notification of it.
Nice.
So I had to like contact their customer support, get shipping information.
All right, so it works from both sides. The only thing I will say, y'all, and I don't remember on the one that we put out, like, is this marker way over here? Because it could just be like, oh, I see you something to run into. So I don't know if that's like that. I remember having to move these over because I couldn't get trucks to turn in here without like hitting this first bin. So you might try that. Would be the only thing. But otherwise I don't know how to use the magic ball to fix whatever y'all got going on there. I do apologize, but tried deleting a couple points, replacing them, and then if that doesn't work, you know, try to get them farther away from things, you know, would be the only recommendation I would have. That's where it is. Okay. Now, I can tell you, I did not move. I don't think we moved any of these points. I mean, if you look, they're right, just to the right of center on this grate. I don't think we moved that. I don't remember moving it, and I don't think Dan did. They could be moved to the left quite a bit, though, honestly. Shifted to the left more than the stock one? That could be. But on the end, not like all the way here. I don't think we moved these. On the end, I definitely did, but not the whole thing. So I wish I could magic ball and help, but that's about all I got as far as help. I'm sorry. All right, Trent, were you Trent?
What?
What are you planting?
Are we?
Are you though?
Well, I was over here.
Why don't you switch your planter to barley?
I pulled a U.
Yeah, go ahead and plant that in barley. While you're while you're there. I'm gonna bring a lime spreader out and I'll do like one little swipe of lime in the center there. I just noticed it's pretty bad, so we'll fix that up. Just the starting part. Yeah, I was having trouble with trucks turning in there. So you might want to try to just shift that over a little bit. See if that works. The problem is I've made a lot of changes to it and I forget which ones are on the one we put out and which ones are not. I mean, I'll put out an updated one, but it'll have like our cow barns and our parking spots in the homestead and like, you know, we're not going to feed the sheep in the homestead, so that's gone. We're not going to feed cows in the homestead, that's gone. The pigs, that's gone. So I don't know if people necessarily care about all that stuff or fixed it. Let's go. Slide it to the left a little bit. GG's. Rats. Move the first 3 or 4 to the left quite a bit. Okay. Nice. Very nice. I think if nothing else, what we've put out, you know, it's a good starting point, right? And, you know, and it encourages y'all to, you know, edit your own auto drive, I guess. I don't know. This is not working. I might just not, there, we'll just go right here. This is fine. It's good enough. It'll fix itself next time. It's not a big deal. We are doing what is poppin'. Welcome on in. That's... Oh, auto drive is an amazing mod, isn't it? Okay, girl, it's great. It's so handy. Like I said, you can just do so much. Basically by yourself. It's great. It is actually fantastic, to be honest. I think I'm gonna have to repurchase some data over here too, because there's skippers on the sides of the fields. And I bought the common ground data, but I think I need to rebuy this one and this one. And hope that that fills in. It may not. It may not. Oh, we'll go ahead and can I buy that data too? Okay, buy that one just to have it. And then it's all the same now. So that's good. Oh, hey, look. Transplanting barley, chat. I love when that happens. Need some learning, but day by day. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, I agree. Auto drive is life-changing, and there's also some learning that needs to happen, yeah. Oh, cowgirl, that's good. That's what we wanted. Want to give you enough to use it. It's functional for the most part, but like, you know, you can also run with it, you know? That was kind of the goal. Now, like if we wanted to put out, or, you know, if people wanted us to put out like one that's like 100%, it's going to take a couple months, because it's going to take us a while to buy the fields and to use it and test it. And, you know, it's great to have the config and have all the fields set up and everything, but like to truly put it through its paces and test it and test it and test it. Just the other day, and we've been running a bunch of stuff up here to the biogas plant. Just the other day, I had a big collision here at plot 163 at this corner. I had to go and kind of maneuver stuff a little bit. You don't always notice that stuff right away, but when you put, you know, 3 or 4 trucks and maybe a couple tractors running, stuff like that shows up. But it takes time to kind of flush all that out and to see that, you know. Auto drive to me is never done. Auto drive's never perfect. It's something that evolves over time, and or maybe you plow fields together and then you got to go and, you know, fix that or whatever. Auto drive is never done. The real auto drive work is, yeah, it's just never done. In my opinion. So, but I love it. I'm up for the challenge, and I love messing with auto drive. It's so much fun. It's like, can we get that to work better? Well, let's find out. Yeah, exactly, Jeff. And, you know, like, the auto drive guy had that corner, and it was fine. But, like, I don't mind dipping a semi-trailer off into the grass a little bit. That doesn't bother me, you know? Ever evolving. That's right, Elmer Rider. What's up, bro? So... But yeah, it's always changing. There's always something. You know, I don't know. I haven't really, I kind of showed you guys yesterday, but here, let's look at, I'll show off what Dan did the other night, guys. He did something really nice for us. He made a parking lot over here. I know I kind of showed it, but I didn't show you guys the auto drive. Let me jump in a truck and I'll show you the auto drive side. Dan did all this Sunday night. So what he did is our trailers have parking spots, not our trucks, because our trucks move from trailer to trailer. So all you have to do is be selected on the trailer and hit the P for parking. And then there's just a little bit of auto drive. Everything here. It's hard to, I can't zoom in anymore, but everything, this is where the cows used to be in the homestead. And everything has its own parking spot, every trailer that we currently own. So, Plugger, what's going on? How are you? Need more parking? Yeah, never enough parking. Never enough. So, you've redone the auto drive in your homestead like 5 times because it keeps changing. Exactly. Ever evolving. It's the way I like to look at it, chat. All right, so Trent is planting at 97, 98 plus 221. We gotta go clean those trees up, chat. It's like, what do I need to do? Clean trees up. Wait, Pops is sitting in the driveway with the truck running right now. I don't know if y'all can hear that. But golly, that thing's loud. Like in the best way. It's loud. Oh, man. For the 4X Montana. Judith Plains, Montana? So we don't really make the whole things. We start with the auto drive guys config file is what we do. Yeah, we start with the auto drive guy and then we make it fit our play style, which is exactly what we've done on here too. Now Dan did a lot more work on here because he doesn't have one for the 4X variant of this map. So what Dan did is he took the one that came out for Stevie's Riverbend Springs, the regular size map, and then made it a 4X. So Dan added on all the fields and everything that's outside the regular map. Auto Drive Guy does have a pretty solid one for Judith Plains, Montana. And then we customized it to fit our play style with, you know, grain carts and mother bins and all that stuff. If you are interested in that, I can share it. Yeah, I don't have a problem sharing it. I have to go find it, but I still have our Montana saves, so it's out there somewhere. But yeah. So that's what we do. We always start with the auto drive guy's config or his route, whatever you want to call it, and then we make it our own. So actually did a lot of work on Montana in the like southwest of the map where stuff runs in like a big circle, and it's kind of weird, but it functions very well. It took a lot of time to figure that out. I think I redid auto drive down there like 4 times before I finally figured out what worked. And that's where I figured out how two-way courses really work, was on Montana. Like the best ways to use two-way courses. So yeah, that was definitely Montana. Because two-way courses can be great if used correctly. At least correctly, in my opinion. So, they can be a nightmare if used incorrectly, in my opinion. It can be like the worst thing ever. So yeah, there's kind of a trick to those a little bit. That's okay. Alright, so we're gonna unload some logs here, y'all. Hey, look, there's the train. Imagine that. And really, to be perfectly honest, I don't want to play a map on FarmSim without having an auto drive guy route or config file to start with. To be perfectly real, I don't want to play it. Auto drive is such a big part of how I play Farm Sim that I don't think, I mean, I really don't like playing without it. Of course, when there's like a DLC map or something, yeah, we'll play without it. But for the most part, I like to have it. Just saying. Makes life so much better. But yeah. Chad, it's almost break time. Oh, and I bet, you know, it's Tuesday, Chad. I bet I have to make pancakes tonight. I'm not sure. They haven't said anything to me yet today about it, so. I would imagine tonight will be Pancake Tuesday again. Pretty much always is around here. For them, anyway. I don't need them. I did see last night. I looked in our fridge. And they, I guess Pops bought one of those, like, frozen pies. You know what? To be honest, I don't even know what kind it is. I think it's key lime, but I don't know. And I was like, God, this is torture. I have to leave the house. I can't do it. Chicken pot pies. Nice, Sean. Oh, and then my aunt was very nice to tell me. She's like, you know what Dad bought? And I was like, what? She's like, a gallon of ice cream. And I was like, I'm leaving the house. I'm not coming back. It's torture, chat. I'm telling you. Absolute torture. But it happens. Just saying. Pure torture, though. I'm telling you. Come on. Go to the logs. Actually cut down a fair bit in that little bit of time. That is good. Come on. Although I think, honestly, as far as the ice cream is concerned, I don't ever look in our freezer, so I don't care if it's in there. Out of sight, out of mind. Although clearly I'm thinking about it now. But in general, I try not to even look in the freezer. Honestly, even the fridge. So when we got our fridge a while back, we got one that has like the second drawer. So it has like the freezer is on the bottom, obviously, with it's a drawer. And then above that, there's a little drawer. And you can set it to be like a fridge or a freezer. So we have it set as a fridge. So that's where I keep my bougie leftovers. I don't hardly look in the actual fridge part because, well, there's junk in there, so I try to stay out of it. Like, you know, key lime pies. Which sounds really good, by the way. Just throwing that out there. Going for a ride if you like it or not, bud. Alright, so that was 2 loads of logs. That's not bad. That gives us something in the sawmill anyway. Obviously we need way more than this, but I'm not overly concerned about this right now, you know. Want to get something going. Trying to keep the buildables going, but it's not an easy process unless we just spend a whole lot of time at the sawmill, so, or cutting trees down. Which is okay. I don't mind doing it once in a while, so. Really, there's more trees here that can be cut down. I think we own all those, right? Yeah. We might cut down some more up here. It's not super hilly there, so that those wouldn't be bad to cut down, and they're decent size too. So not bad. Hey, Amazon's at the house. Imagine that. It's really unfortunate for the delivery drivers. They have to walk up the driveway now. So many of them drive or walk up through the yard. But now with the Christmas, they actually stay out of it, which is nice. We are not a logging server, but we do some logging too. We do everything. We have factories, logging, row crop, animals. We got it all. We're like a one-stop shop. We don't just log though, no. No, we do all kinds of stuff. We're doing buildables. Yeah, you name it, we're pretty well doing it. We're gonna have pigs on here eventually. Right now we have water buffalo, sheep, and chickens. But yeah. All right, hang on here. So if you click holding left alt and scrolling. Hell, I don't know. What is that? I've never seen this before. Wait, hang on. I just deleted Oh, that deletes. Oh, it's a delete circle. Oh, that's kind of cool. So if you're in an intersection, see that? If I click, that'll delete everything. Okay, that's what that is. I've never seen that before. Learn something new every day around here, chat. Wow. That's kind of interesting, huh? Clear space. Ones that break mirrors and beacons. Why can't I? This can't make it to it. What did I do? I did something. Chat, is this not connected? Why is that not connected? Where is it not connected? Because this road normally works fine. It's got to be over at, like, where Dan put the, it's got to be at the parking lot. Is what I'm assuming. Yeah, that is dangerous for sure. I didn't know that was a thing. It's pretty cool, though, honestly. Something you need to sort out, spaghetti. Mess with your roots before. Yep. It can definitely be used to clean up spaghetti. Alright, so where's this not hooked up, chat? It's got to be over here somewhere. Alright, so that turns in. It's got to be somewhere right here. Where are we even looking? Logging to which one is this? Right here. It's totally connected there. Totally connected. All the arrows are pointing the right way. Alright, so that's good. Never hurts to check. pepperoni, mostly a bunch of small turns. Well, yeah, I still feel like sometimes with auto drive, less is more. All right, less is definitely more sometimes. I do feel that way a lot with auto drive. Now, having said that, I did talk to Dan about putting this parking lot in and like making that a thing, which is a lot of auto drive. But that's okay. It's fine. This guy's gonna go turn around somewhere awkward, so we'll just fix him here.
K1NGF0's just resubscribed for 2 months.
They still the 2-month prime. Do appreciate it. Welcome back. There we go. All right, we're good now. We are good. Look how slick this is, chat. It's just gonna pull right in here. Pull up right where it needs to. So good. And that's it. That's where that trailer belongs. How neat is that? That's pretty neat. Alright, chat, while we are in a holding pattern here, because we're planting barley right now, I think we might as well, I'm kind of out of stuff to do. So the next thing that is on my agenda would be to go clean up silage at the biogas plant. So that's what we're going to go do. We'll take the JCB up with the loading wagon. We'll put the snowblower thing on the front. And that's how we will clean up silage. So yeah. Your roots were fine. Some people just don't understand how auto drive works. That auto drive does need a little bit of room to function correctly. So there's that. Just saying, it definitely needs a little room. Because nothing follows it 100%, you know? Some things are better than others. But Dirty Max, what's up? What's going on? Alright, so then we'll have a truck running. We can honestly just set that truck and let it run forever. Really should, it probably will eventually just put this on there to bring the silage to the TMR maker, but the truck will work too. Just take forever. I don't really care though. Dirty Max, I'm doing well. How are you? Oh boy. So this is the corner here I was talking about before, where I had a collision. So all I did was just move this, what we're gonna call a right turn. In this case, obviously it looks left. I just moved it back a little, and this seems to work fine now. So but think about that. You could hit this and then scroll. Oh my God, you could delete the whole. Oh, with great power comes great responsibility, Chad. I gotta drive away.
By hitting left alt?
So if you edit mode, click on a point, hold left alt and scroll, it gives you this blue circle. And anything inside the blue circle, if you click, it'll delete. That is dangerous.
Oh, nice.
We bought anything new today? We bought a piece of land. Don't even want to know how to do that. Oh god, that is so dangerous. But if you wanted to clear up an intersection like that,
It'd be
that
so
would be
nice to redo it intersections.
that would be so fast to be able to do that. Yeah. You were not listening. That's good. I mean, story of my life. It's okay. So, well, yeah, you can if you don't scroll. If you just if you hold left alt and click on a point, it'll delete. The way to do the circle thing is you click on the point first, then hit alt, then scroll. But if you just hold on. If you just hold alt and click, it'll delete that point. Yeah. So there's multiple ways to go about life right there. So yeah. That's crazy though. That you could wreck some stuff so fast. Shame if something were to happen to it. Hey, I didn't. That was on. I assume Auto Drive guy made that one. That might have been Dan actually. I don't know who made that one. Wasn't me. Would be a shame if something happened to it though. Yes. I feel like that's a threat. That sure is nice. Boy, you got a nice pickup truck. Be a shame. I feel like that's a threat, Chad. I'm in danger. Oh, man. Oh, Army, let's go, bro. I'll have to watch it later, man. Hope you're having a good day. Besides being sucked into the YouTube rabbit hole. You're welcome. I do play mouse and keyboard. Yes, 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 yes. I'm gonna delete this. I'm in danger. I have to delete this fact from my brain. That is like, you might as well just hold the nuclear codes at that point, right? Like, that's pretty much what that is. That is the farm sim equivalent, the auto drive equivalent of the nuke codes right there. That's it. Oh, man. It's funny. Army, we'll have to make sure that Bear's 10-year-old daughter sees that video, by the way, of the...
And you can make that circle.
Please don't click, Trent. You can make that thing huge.
Yeah, but if I'm the max.
Oh, yeah?
You gotta scroll like way out though to see it. But
Oh my god. It's so terrifying. Honestly, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible. I'll be honest though, I couldn't figure out if Bear was actually being serious and his 10-year-old wanted to know, or if just Bear wanted to know how a combine worked. I wasn't sure. Yeah, it's hard to tell over text, you know. But yeah, wasn't 100% sure which way that was actually going. But yeah. It might be a little complex, but after my quick description, it was great. Nice. Yeah, and I realized, you know, I was thinking about it last night, like, there's like 15 other steps I missed, but that's okay. I wasn't trying to, like, nerd out on it too much. You know, it's not an Alice Chalmers Model B transmission after all, you know? Jeff, I will take my break here in 2 seconds. Let me get one more load of silage up. That way that truck can, well, that truck will be fine either way, I guess. But we'll get another load of silage picked up here real quick. This is another thing I won't do all of, obviously, because there's a lot here to move. So I'll probably just do a couple loads here and then move on with our day. Crop flow and a forage harvester. Oh, on modern combines, yes, they are supercomputers, honestly, on wheels. Combines are, it's crazy what all they are watching and what they're doing, like the fancy new modern ones. Yeah. So it really is crazy. I mean, back in the day, you know, the operator had to like know how to change stuff. Nowadays, you just tell it you don't want to lose as much corn, and then it just figures it out. It's kind of crazy like it. Like, oh, we're losing corn. Okay, quit doing that. Yeah, it's a whole different thing these days. Oh, you know what? I'm actually supposed to try that again today, Big Mert. I forgot we were going to test that again. Sample's dirty, it'll adjust. Oh, yeah. Yep. If it notices it's splitting too much, it'll adjust. If it notices cob in the sample, it'll... Oh, yeah, there's a million different things. Yep. Acceptable loss. Yeah. And then now with like the John Deere stuff coming on board where it can see the crop out in front, it can predict what your ground speed needs to be based on what the crop looks like out in front of the combine. Like, it's actually insane. The technology in a modern combine. It really is crazy. So yeah. Big Mart, we're gonna mess with that when I come back. I tried some stuff the other day and I kind of got it to work, but I didn't. But I have a little bit more knowledge now, and so we're gonna put the knowledge to the test here when I come back from my break. The videos by JD Tech. Nice. So with that, Trent, I'll be back in a minute.